Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was absolutely phenomenal in terms of the featured Sentry and MODOK crystals that we opened, and we were frantically yesterday searching for a 4 or 5 star version of Sentry, and I woke up this morning, I've watched a few 5 star and 4 star Sentry gameplay videos, and I've been very underwhelmed, and I think out of the two champions, we actually might have got the best one, because this dude is absolute cancer on Alliance Ward defense. So I think today really marks the start of me being probably one of the most annoying people to fight on Alliance War Defense, because not only can we take up the 5 star version of this dude, but when Science event comes around next week, we can also take up the 4 star version as well. So we're going to have a double MODOK Clown Fiesta, ultimate pinnacle of terrible BS Alliance War Defense, which, you know, is the only Alliance War Defense that works nowadays. So yeah, we're gonna fuel up this Mr. Potato Head, chuck him full of spuds, we're gonna play around with him for a little bit, and then realize his block proficiency is god-awful, and then, yeah, just leave the character on Alliance War Defense forever. So that's the plan today. Let's fuel some ISO into him, initially get him up to level 25. And to be honest, I actually am not... I'm actually quite excited about occasionally playing this dude in Arena, man, because I've played around with the freestyle version quite a bit. He's super fun to play, but he just sucks on long fights because of his block proficiency. It's just, it's beyond awful, and even Awaken, like, that doesn't fix it. And I know a few people in the comments are probably going to be like, Seatin, are you going to use a 5 star Science Awakening gem on Mr. Potato Head? And the answer to that is unfortunately no. Just because you know, his Awakened ability, in my opinion, is very close to useless. It provides very minimal benefit to the character, and there are a lot of potential Science champions coming up this year. I mean, just in the next couple of months alone, we have Void, who looks to be incredible from some of his early abilities, and also we have the potential of Gladiator Hulk arriving next month with Killmonger. So yeah, I don't know, that's the reason, like, why I want to save my 2 Science gems, because I feel like there's going to be some really good stuff in the future to use him on. But anyway, we got him up to rank 3 now. Let's bring him all the way up to level 45 and see what's going on there. Okay, not too bad. Okay, that brings it up to level 26. And the PI, even unduped, man, it's pretty decent, but I don't think I'm too bothered about rank 4ing a character for Alliance War Defense. You know, I've spoken about this a little bit in the past, but T2 Alphas are still like an incredibly rare resource. And I like using T2 Alphas on characters that I primarily play, and like it wouldn't be a bad investment on MODOK, but you know, I look at the game just in its wider sense, and Alliance War Defense is just such a, you know, when you take everything into account in terms of content, it's such a small portion of the game to focus, like, you know, those high-end resources on. And it looks like, oh man, we got some connection issues. Hopefully these can be resolved fairly quickly. Right, so I believe we're back. We had a little bit of a server issue there just for a second, because I checked my connection and it was nothing to do with that. So yeah, MODOK all the way up to rank 3 now, doing quite nice in terms of the power index, just under 6,100. I'm interested to actually see, you know, other characters at that rank. We got Karnak, Ghost Rider. So yeah, I think MODOK is quite a bit behind in terms of his overall PI, but I don't know what the champion's like when he's awakened, but regardless of which, I'm actually super excited, because now this MODOK is stacked, man. He's just over the power level that a rank 5 level 50 4-star champion can achieve. So yeah, I'm really interested to try him out. So we're gonna go into let's actually go into the story quest, because again, MODOK's downside is his block proficiency is just absolute ass. It's just so incredibly terrible. And if you want the abilities overview, we did a rank up and gameplay for MODOK 3-star a little while ago. I think it was a week and a bit ago, or something along the lines of that. Yeah, where we checked out kind of some of the abilities that he has. But also the 5-star one has some additional synergies here. So which ones do we have? We got the take 50% less poison damage and the Ultron one. So I don't think any of those are too useful. So I think we're just going to build in the additional mutant crit team for maximum amount of additional damage here. So let's get in Storm, and then let's also drag in a Cyclops as well. Do we want Gwenpool for the max flux? Yeah, let's get rid of one of the storms just for the Gwenpool there, and that should be pretty damn good in terms of the synergies. Already jacked our MODOK up just to under 6,700 power index. So I feel like this dude's going to be hitting like a beast, and because of, you know, his very limited survivability when playing the character, I've just decided to go for the life transfer path here, just so we have the the easiest time dealing with stuff. And we'll go down the way of the Cyclops and Miss Marvel and see how we get on here. So let's queue up the MODOK. We've also got the Gwenpool in this team, but yeah, we're not going to be playing her. She's just for the plus maximum 25% flux increase synergy. But unfortunately, that one doesn't snack, or it'd be amazing if it did, man. Because then I could get all of my MODOKs together and have like plus 75% additional flux chance. Again, flux is just the constant variation of MODOK's stats. So you'll see his damage is just incredibly like erratic all over the place. And you see there the block proficiency, man, how much we took from that Cyclops' special too. But luckily, it's a lot of base damage on life transfer. We can just heal up. Right, we got the evade there on that special one. Feel like we're a bit of a low point in our flux in terms of damage output. I don't know, we're doing all right. And will the special one finish this off? I don't think it is, but if we can parry and then get or bait this heavy attack special 2, then I believe that should be Cyclops in the bin. Oh, it wasn't too bad. I actually think, from what, you know, I've only seen some very, very early Sentry gameplay videos so far, as I mentioned earlier, but I haven't seen just anything very impressive about the character. I believe in the scenarios when we were playing Sentry yesterday, and I got quite excited. It was like one-off luck, but that final Ultron fight, man, in the Sentry rank up and gameplay video was just an example of how awful he can truly be in some scenarios. So I think MODOK oddly has quite a bit more damage than Sentry, but again, the Void synergy isn't out yet, so it's hard to grasp. You know, hard to get a grasp on what is Sentry's maximum potential. Alright, let's throw off the special 2. Get those saw blades going. Got 1 stack of bleed there. Bleed. The bleed's not really that great. It's okay. I think over its duration, it's probably like, what was it, 2,000 or so damage? Something along the lines of that. I find MODOK so much fun to play though, man. He's so cool. Right, let's fire off that special 2, get those saw blades. And he's quite fun for these life transfer circumstances. And I think if there's any scenario where that auto block mechanic is going to come in useful, I don't know, MODOK, he might be our boy. We've got him in the roster now. We've got that utility. So we'll see if we ever need him for the future. Okay, which path is this again? Is this the Fury path? I think there's an Abomination on this path, but I think we should still be fine in dealing with it. I'm pretty sure Abomination is the second character. We got life transfer. As long as we don't use the special 2, I reckon we'll be fine, man. Let's get stuck into it. But the raw damage on this dude, man, is something I can quite appreciate in the right circumstances when his flux is all the way up top. Right, just trying to avoid a special 1 there, which I think is the right tactic to do on Phoenix. Just if you get to the special 2, then the regeneration becomes quite a bit more. She can get Phoenix Force charges. You know, Phoenix is going to regenerate whenever you knock her out. But the amount of regeneration is based on the amount of Phoenix Force charges she has. You can keep her at 0. That should be a good time. Okay, that didn't work out too well, but there we go. She's down. Timing wasn't quite finessed there, but it worked regardless. And I think the next fight, I'm pretty sure it's an Abomination here. Pretty sure it is. I might be wrong. It's just from what I remember. I feel like I remember getting like properly screwed over by the Abomination here. So yeah, we'll see what's up. Let's go with MODOK, and yes, it is an Abomination. Right. Well, we'll save up for the special 3 on this fight then. Maybe, I don't know if we want to like stop attacking if we get like more than 2 stacks of poison. I think we can still keep going, still keep that blitz damage up. There we go. Yeah, it's still working all right in terms of staying alive. But damn, it's tricky. This dude's laying into me. Okay, right. Let's dash back. We need to get the damage on a bomb. If I fire off my special 2, I'm just gonna get even more poisoned, even more gimped. Oh no, this one is aggressive, man. This one is aggressive. Right. Let's fire it off. Ah, oh, special 3, and I got wrecked, man. Absolutely destroyed there. MODOK. I reckon he's gonna... We might recover a little bit after this. No, we just died. We were completely immune to the healing there. Oh, I thought MODOK, he would have the power to finesse off that abomination, but ladies and gentlemen, I was wrong, and we don't really want to use a revive here, so we're going to go ahead. We're just going to exit out of the map just so we can rejoin it. And actually, I'm going to try a slightly different map. Let's try... I think just to give you an example of how MODOK's block proficiency works, because I'm really expecting to get very, very wrecked by parries on here. Let's go into the Collector chapter with... what is it? Is Bane the node here? I'm pretty sure it's Bane. But there are a couple of fun fights like Kang that are fairly in short grasp there. Ones that aren't too difficult. But let's go into the Bane chapter, man, and see how, you know, MODOK fares when we don't have a lot of life transfer going on. I'm expecting to take like a ridiculous amount of parry damage. That is the expectation off the start. 570! Ugh. It's a lot of damage, man. A lot of damage from one parry. And again, it doesn't seem... MODOK is like also a very, very high health champion. So it might not seem like he's taking a lot of damage, but 570 mana off one parry, it's a fair amount. Alright, let's fire off that special 2. Get into a special 1 again. Dodge that. Go back in with a special 2. We're in Assassin's range. Just headbutt him to the ground. Oh, man. I actually really enjoy playing MODOK. I enjoy the damage. It's just, oh, the damage he take, man. The damage he dishes is pretty decent, man. It's pretty decent. It makes him an enjoyable character to play. But I'm always hung up on the amount of damage I'm taking when I'm playing MODOK. And again, the Awakened ability is just so... it's just so ineffective, man. Even at really, really high dupe levels, it's just such a tiny amount of block proficiency, which barely makes a difference to the character. So yeah, a little bit upsetting. Anyway, let's go for Angela, and see how he does here. I mean, this one they got a little bit of romance synergy going on, but I've been informed that it's a very one-sided romance. In the fact that MODOK, you know, he quite likes those Asgardian warriors, man. So what floats his boat? I mean, everybody's got a thing, man. He likes those cosmic swinging sword Asgardian warriors. I mean, fair play, man. I don't blame him. Is essentially like the point that I'm trying to say. Because, you know, I feel like a lot of us in the community, man, we have this vibe as well. Alright, let's reverse a little bit of healing there. The healing's not really like strong enough on Angela to make it too significant. But there we go. Angela is down. There's a part of me that really wants to see MODOK versus the Collector. He gets so wrecked though. Yeah, just incredibly wrecked by the block damage. Just be in the bin in seconds. And also, what do we have? We have the class reversal. Yeah, this is role reversal. So going into this matchup against Gwenpool next, usually, you know, we beat the class disadvantage, but in this chapter in particular, we actually have the class advantage. So we've got a little bit of bonus damage going on, which is not too bad at all. Alright, let's go for a 5 wombo combo there. And I feel like on the... Is it on this fight? Nah, we'll just go ahead and use a special 2, actually. Oh my gosh, just absolutely destroying this Gwenpool. Oh, man. This character's quite fun to play, man. I feel like that's been one of the fairly consistent things, because even though like I'm not the biggest fan of Sentry's abilities and actual like character design, I love his animations. I love like how the character handles, how the character plays, and same with MODOK. Like there's stuff of MODOK that I definitely have my criticism of in terms of how the auto block mechanic works and functions in a lot of scenarios. But like just handling the character, feels pretty good, man. It's pretty fluid. And Sentry, like yesterday when I was playing the character, he felt very fluid, very amazing to play. So I gotta give, you know, take my hat off to the artists and designers and animators of these new champions for kind of the way that they feel and pilot. Look at that. Just dodging Venom. Oh, no. Oh, no, I messed up a little bit there. Yeah, we got absolutely wrecked there. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very, very fun adventure today with 5-star MODOK. I've had a really good time, but this dude, it's time for his retirement. You know, there's going to be some point in the future, some event or quest where we're going to have a really odd, quirky use for MODOK. But for now, he's just going to be making people's lives absolutely miserable on Alliance War Defense. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed today's rank up and gameplay video for MODOK. If you did, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.